Coming up on this program, we show you how to get connected. Find out how to choose an internet service provider. Discover the newest form of communication, electronic mail.
Ways down and ready to ride. One by one, billion by billion, been holding up half the sky. Raise your hand if you're ready and willing, if you know it's time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time. Time for
Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm still not feeling 100%, which sucks. But I did not think that we would be starting this week off in a feud between our countries. It makes me very sad. And the tariffs will extend even through to your favorite YouTube shows. That's right. If y'all put tariffs on us, we're doing 25% less shows. Even more. Sorry. It's all I can do. It's my way of sticking it to the man. Anyways, I hope that you guys are doing well today. Things are a little bit crazy around here because unlike, I guess, what people think, Canada is not going to become any part of America. And we'll be just fine even if you put in the tariffs. So it's just the way it's going to be. It's silly. But, anyways, that's enough politics talk. I do think it's hilarious. I'm too sick to really think about dealing with it right now. But sweeping changes are coming so far as many, I think, many Canadian liquor stores and liquor companies already have taken American liquor off the shelves. I think they won't be selling, at least in Ontario, I think, in New Brunswick, they won't be selling American-made liquor. And then it goes on from there. So that's unfortunate. Hi, Jules. You're allowed in here. There's no sneaking in. We are gonna watch some court. And I am eating some, hold on, wait for it, because it says it right here. Are these Canadian cranberries? I think they're Canadian cranberries. Anyways, I don't really know. Hi, Dana. I hope you're doing well. No, seriously though, these are Sour Patch cranberries. I love them so much. They taste like, what are the sour peaches? You know, fuzzy peaches. Fuzzy peaches. That's what they taste like. Fuzzy peaches. Oh my god. I'm an adult. I can't remember what fuzzy peaches are called. Oh, anyways, you guys. No, it's Court Watchers Anonymous meeting. It's not members only, unless I labeled it wrong, which is entirely possible, Jules. I have been sick for the last couple days. I don't know that they do. I thought I read something about it being... What does it say? It says it right here. Fruit grown in Canada. Fruit grown in Canada. It says it in French and English. Fruits cultivés au Canada. And fruit grown in Canada. Also high in fiber. So apparently we do grow cranberries. That's lovely. And they're not artificially flavored, so I think they use actual peach juice to flavor them. And maybe some citric acid. But, yeah. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And they're almost all organic. So, love that. Drunk Beaver Productions! Oh my gosh, Jonathan! Buy Canadian for Canadians. That's right. We missed you. So good to see you. Courtney won't be able to afford her moose meat anymore. I love you, Courtney. I love you. Okay. Let's watch some court, shall we? Because guess what? Court's still going on. They haven't announced yet if there will be a tariff on court, if they're going to charge me more to get these court things. Hey, Erica. Thank you so much. You're very barely late, but I'll accept the late fee. And, beavers don't need passports. They travel by a stream. I won't, Carol. I won't. I'm kidding. But you all know a Canadian pretty well. That's me. Hi. I'm your friendly neighborhood Canadian girl. So, I don't know. I don't know what to do. There's no real getting through to him. I don't like that he's on some old, like, other platform. Because before on Twitter, at least people were like, this is so dumb. Anyways. That's enough politics. I've said that now twice. Why don't you fucking put your money where your mouth is and shut the fuck up? Paisley. I'm talking to myself, by the way, guys. I can't hear properly out of one ear. But I will say my nails holding up strong. Shout out to the nail girl. Ooh, you know what we should do? Every time that the set of nails lasts the entire time, I should increase her tip the next time I do it. Yeah, I think I could do that. It's like direct correlation with how good the nails were previously to the tip. And yes, I
All
tipped
right,
my
thank
nail
you.
girl.
And you can bring up Mr. Cruz.
I sort of factored the tip into the cost and that's partly why it's so expensive. These are first appearance hearings in magistrate court down in Clayton County, Georgia, Carol. Just starting. These were just 6 hours ago. So I don't know what's happened down in Clayco. Maybe if we say it enough, Presto will show up. Also, look at my mug. My mug is deteriorating. It still works, but it is deteriorating. Yes. Nails. I love my nail girls and boys. I've had guys do my nails. And I have had friends who have become nail techs, like a few friends, over the years. And it's a hard job, and it takes a lot of practice and a lot of patience and a lot of work. And I try and be a good client. I go and I'm like, I know I have tiny bitty nails and I want them to be tiny, tiny, tiny because I have tiny hands. But for the most part, I think it's okay. First of all, I want to say that I'm positive on the bottom here. It says dishwasher safe. I'm pretty sure it's dishwasher safe. This only started happening when I started running it through a very high powered dishwasher. I'll say that. But regardless, let's watch some court. It's so nice to have everybody here for Sunday. I haven't eaten yet. My coffee, that's my first, like, calories, I guess, except for these cranberries.
Mr. Cruz. All right, Mr. Cruz, please raise your,
Señor Cruz, levanta la mano derecha, por favor.
do you swear or affirm anything you tell the court today would be the truth? If so, say I do.
Jura o firma que lo que va a decir en el tribunal hoy día es la verdad y nada más que la verdad. Si es que sí, diga juro. I do.
Thank you. You can put your hand down.
Gracias, señor. Puede bajar la mano.
You've been charged with driving without a license and no tag.
Se le ha imputado las infracciones de manejar sin licencia y manejar sin placa.
You'll be released today without having to post a bond.
Usted va a poder salir en libertad hoy día sin tener que pagar fianza.
You will receive notice in the mail when to come back to court.
Le llegará una notificación por correo de su próxima cita judicial, donde
Are you
tendrá que
currently-
regresar.
Ok, está bien.
Okay, that's fine.
Are you currently employed?
¿Está trabajando actualmente, señor?
Estoy trabajando y mantengo a mi hijo y a mi
I'm working. I support
roofing.
my son and my wife in roofing.
Approximately how much money do you earn each month?
¿Y aproximadamente cuánto dinero está ganando al mes?
Sí, como no tenemos un trabajo estable, no sé cuánto saco, 1,200 a la semana.
Since I don't have a stable job, I'm not sure exactly how much, maybe 1,200 a week.
Okay, based on that information, I've appointed a lawyer to represent you.
Muy bien, señor. Basado en esa información, yo he designado un
All
abogado
right, thank you. Good luck.
para representarle. Gracias, señor. Buena suerte.
Ok. Entonces me llegaría un papel para la corte de nuevo.
So I'll just wait for the paperwork for court.
That's correct.
Así es, señor. Correcto.
Ok, muchas gracias. Y ahorita
thank you
estoy
so
en
much.
libertad.
And now I'll be able to get out.
Yes.
Sí.
¿Ya estoy en libertad?
I'm already released.
At some point today.
En algún momento del día de hoy.
Ok.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Ok.
Gracias a Dios.
Courtney, can you buy miso paste? I found instant miso soup to be cost prohibitively expensive here because I want to eat like 6 of them in a go. Hi Lisa Smith. But I think the ones that I buy are imported from Japan. Hi, Mrs. Amy Freeman. I think the ones that I buy are imported from Japan. I buy them at Walmart usually, or I used to. We'll see what happens. But I want to buy just a thing of miso paste. But I think you still need then dashi. Is it dashi? You need something else. Miso soup is not just itself. Like, you have to add something to it. Anyways, there's a very large Asian grocer opening up in the next 6 months here. I'm really excited for.
All right, would everyone on your calendar please raise your right hand?
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good
Miss,
day.
please raise your right hand. See you later, Ms. Toast. Thank you.
Can't put it in yet.
Would everyone please raise your right hands? Do you swear or affirm that any information you tell the court today will be the truth? If so, say I do. All right, thank you. You all can lower your hands. This is your first appearance in Clayton County Magistrate Court. I'm here to let you know what you've been charged with and what your bond amount is if you have a bond set. You do have rights. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. You have the right to the presumption of innocence. You have the right to make the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. And you also have the right to confront witnesses called to testify against you. And you have the right to have witnesses to come to court on your behalf to testify for you. Some of you will have what we refer to as a special condition bond, meaning that as a condition of being granted bond, the court will ask that you not have contact with a certain person or that you not return to a certain location. If you violate the court's order, you return to a location the court said do not go back to as a condition of being granted a bond, or do not contact this person as a condition of being granted bond. your bond could be revoked and you could be charged with aggravated stalking, which is a felony. And if you're charged with a felony, you're not entitled to a bond and could potentially remain in custody throughout the duration of your case. Now, if you have a bond set, you can make your bond in 3 different ways. By going through a bonding company. Bonding company takes about 15% of the total amount of your bond. If your bond is $1,000, the bonding company will take anywhere between $150 to $200 to secure your release. You can also use cash. Someone would actually bring the cash directly to the sheriff's office on your behalf to secure your release. That money will stay with the sheriff's office until the end of your case, at which time that proceeds would be returned to you minus some administrative fees. So if your bond is $1,000, that person would bring $1,000 to the jail. You can use real property to secure your release, meaning that if someone has a house and they're willing to use it as collateral, the only requirement is that their property have 3 times the amount of equity in the property in order for it to be used. So if your bond is $1,000, their property would at least have to have $3,000 worth of equity in order for you to use it. The next court date that you will have, if you do not make your bond for whatever reason, is a preliminary hearing court date. And on that date, the state would have to prove that it is probable that you have committed the crimes as alleged in your warrants. If you are charged with a misdemeanor, that court date is March the 4th. If you are charged with a felony, that court date is March the 3rd. That's the next time you will see a judge if you...
I think that's Mikey's birthday. I think Mikey's birthday is the 3rd, Creed's is the 13th, and mine is the 25th of March.
You do not make your bond for whatever reason. All right, we can get started with the female inmates. I have Miss Adams Griffin as the first person this morning.
All right. What did Grandma do? I shouldn't call her Grandma. I got as much gray hair as she does. What did she do? Hi, Runaway Lions. What did she do? Get your guesses in the chat. This is a game we like to play on Sundays at our Court Watchers Anonymous meetings, where we don't try and watch Last Court. We just do it. Doing it, yeah. Yours is March 6th, Lisa. March is the power month. My little nephew, who I will be babysitting this week, will be 1 in March, the day before my birthday. March 10th, woo! Look at that. All right, but what did this lady do? What is she in front of the court for? I think she's there for domestic violence, allegedly, in my opinion. Allegedly. Get your guesses in, or don't, whichever works. Vicky's got one. Thank you, Vicky. Okay. I have gray hair. Shane, you see me with gray hair all the time. This is what I look like with gray hair. This is it. This is it. Believe me, if I came up close and pulled my hair like this, it's all gray. It's depressing.
All right, are you Miss Adams Griffin?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
All right. You were charged with simple assault. That bond is $1,000. The officer did not complete the charge correctly for the cruelty to children, so that's been dismissed. And you have a disorderly conduct charge, and that bond is $1,500. So your total bond is $2,500, which is 15% through a bonding company. Your next court date, if you don't bond out, is going to be on March the 4th. If you do bond out, they'll mail you notice in the mail when they come back to court. And I have appointed a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions?
So that is $2,500 that is needed today to bond out. How soon would I be released if I do make that bond money today.
today.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, any other questions?
Oh, and so is that like those charges that they charged me with? Is that felony or is it just I don't.
So it's misdemeanor, so the simple assault, that's in what is this, disorderly conduct are the only two left, and they are misdemeanors.
Okay,
And just truthfully, the law changed, I would have given you a signature bond, but Governor Kemp does not allow the state to give signature bonds on family violence cases anymore. So that's why your bond is as low as it is.
And this is something that we have heard time and time again in different magistrate court levels when a governor goes ahead and passes a law. And in this case, the law was if you are brought in on a domestic violence charge, no more can it be up to the judge to decide, oh, this warrants a signature bond. No, he took that choice away and has said everybody needs a monetary bond that is brought in on a DV charge. Now, that sounds good, but is it? We know, because we watch these cases all the time, that each of these situations are incredibly nuanced. And for the most part, I would say that most judges take the time, they think about it, they apply the law to each situation, and then they make the choice. I don't know that I am for, I don't know. It's a hard decision because, on the other hand, I don't like to see people that have DV charges walking away scot-free with what seems like no sort of issue. No notifications today, guys. That's part of the tariffs, apparently. They're not notifying Canadian... No, I'm just joking. Oh, jeez. Anyways, also, did you note she said they dismissed the cruelty to children charge? So what that indicates to me is that this was an argument in front of a child in the state of Georgia. That would be the crime basically of fighting in front of a child. It doesn't always include the child. It's just something happened while a child was in the house. So you hear that bandied about quite a bit, and you have to keep in mind that it is not necessarily direct cruelty to children, quote unquote, that we would think of it. Not that that isn't, not that you should fight in front of your children. You shouldn't. You shouldn't.
okay.
Okay, all right, good luck to you.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Is there a way I can get a code? I didn't get a code where I'll be able to call out to families.
I don't have any information about that, but they can help you at the jail.
They didn't give it to me. So thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
All right, you're welcome.
I'm sorry.
All right, Miss Bentley.
Oh, Miss Methany, what are you here for? I'm calling it right now. It's a stimulant or four. Hi, Casey Carey. What do we think for her? I'm guessing it's a meth charge, a possession of drugs, something along those lines. Get your guesses in. Oh, wahoo, that's another really good option there. Theft. Amy's got the right words. Controlled substance. Search for Spock. Nice to see you. Yeah, possession, DV, using death sticks. Oh, actually, never mind. My brain is getting a little bit loopy. The meds I just took are kicking in a little bit. Woo! Woo!
All right, Ms. Bentley, you were charged with possession of a controlled substance, Schedule 1. Your bond is $3,000.
We knew it. We knew it. We knew it. I mean, it's sadly obvious. Unfortunately. Easy. easy, easy. Well, Julie, my hair has been going gray for a long time. I got my first gray hairs in my 20s when I was like 20. And I haven't dyed my hair specifically in over a year. And we'll see where we get. We'll see where we get. I was using like professional dye that my sister would buy me because she's a hairdresser, but I would do it myself. But I wanted to go blonde. I've told the story 100 times. I want to go blonde, but in order to do that color correction, it would be very expensive. So instead, I'm growing out my hair. I'm currently at approximately this much my hair, aka Lord Farquhar-esque, sort of Lord Farquaad-esque from Shrek. That's about how much hair I've got that's mine, even though I've got feet of it. Anyways, also, you guys, it snowed here the last 2 days. We're not prepared. We don't like it. So, I'm already upset about that. You know we're not ready for the snow.
Next court date is on March the 3rd. If you do not bond out, if you make bond, you'll get notice in the mail when it come back to court, and I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions? All right, thank you. Good luck. All right, Tashira Lee.
Okay, Tashira's turn, and you can see, like, I mean, look, it's as gray as you would imagine. And whenever my sister, it's so funny because I remember I used to pluck gray hairs. And she used to say to me, Paisley, if you pluck them, they come back twice as much. And I said, are you stupid? You don't think that the bald men out there would have figured that out by now? Be plucking out their fucking hair and getting twice as much back? I don't think so. It was a fun way for her to try and get me to stop doing it, but now we're just like overrun. I couldn't. Also, that used to happen when I had like a desk job where I would sit and look at myself in the mirror a lot. Anyways, okay, let's keep going. Enough about that. Let's talk about her for a while. What did she do? You guys are too sweet. What did this lady do? I'm guessing this is a DUI case. OUI, yeah. Ba-dum, boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. That's what I'm guessing, but I'm seeing assault, battery. What size? 9 volt? I'm just joking. Retail theft from Jules. Let's see.
All right, Miss Lee, you were charged with obstructing a law enforcement officer. Your bond is $2,000. Your next court date is on March.
Obstruction? So she mouthed off during an arrest, I guess. That's all I can think about. Obstruction. Wow. I mean, I'd be intrigued to see that actually stick all the way. But, she's getting arraigned on it. Interesting. Very interesting. $2,000, by the way. I guess in Georgia, the lesson is don't interfere with cops.
The 4th, if you do not make your bond, if you make your bond, you'll get notice in the mail when to come back to court. And based on your application, I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions?
No,
All right, thank you. Good luck. All right, Ms. Nichols.
Ma'am, wait, don't do it, Judge. Thank you. Hold on. Let me turn my camera back on. Okay, you guys, you know I fell in love with the raspberry true fruits last week. Ugh, I'm gonna have to stop eating these. But, I bought them before I knew. Anyways, they had strawberry this time. Strawberries. strawberries. And what do we think she did? Is her face crooked? Is her face crooked or is her hair crooked? There's something crooked. Yeah, because these are from Utah. God damn it. This will be my last batch for a while, I guess. Now, these are smaller than the raspberries. Make it make sense, True Fruit. Make it make sense. The raspberry ones are so good, Vicky. These ones, they don't even pretend like it's a heart on the front. But remember, we were all surprised that it was a heart. Oh, you think she got beat up? God damn it. I'm so thoughtless and careless. Okay. Don't buy the strawberry ones. Don't. No. Ew. What the fuck? You guys saw how I loved those raspberry ones so much. Ew. What is wrong with that? Strawberries and chocolate do make sense. That's the natural progression. But for some reason, the mix is not good. Please keep that in mind. Don't buy these, allegedly. In my opinion. That's my opinion. I'm terribly upset. Oh. Ew. Ugh. Brother. Ew. What's that, brother? Ugh.
Ms. Nichols, you were charged with criminal trespass, family violence. That bond is $1,000, and battery family violence. That bond is $3,000. Your total bond is $4,000. As a condition of being granted bond, you can't have any contact with Isis Lewis. Do you understand that condition?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Your next court.
I thought everybody wasn't allowed to have contact with ISIS. Allegedly. Be careful, Paisley. Now we are really treading. We are treading fine on what's probably actually allowed. I'm terrible. Terrible. Just about as terrible as those. Ugh. Family violence, but her face got messed up? Well, we'll see if the other guy or other person could be another woman. We don't discriminate around here, except against shitty strawberry True Fruits.
The date will be on March the 4th if you do not make your bond. If you make your bond, you'll get notice in the mail when it come back to court. I have appointed a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions?
Can you tell me how much like I'll have to pay?
About 15%, so your total bond is $4,000. That would be between $450 and $500. You're
Okay,
a bonding company.
okay, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Ms. Pinate,
Miss Panate, Christopher Engelby, I love your comments. They always make me laugh. He says, I should complain to Spotify for not making KCC this week's hottest single. You're so sweet. Christopher Engelby, I hope you are well. I saw a Culver's video the other day and I thought of you. First thing, I want to do a US road trip this year. That's on my goals. And Culver's is on the list. And Search for Spock's got his hair. We are all happy for you, Spock. I love it. Okay. What is the, we haven't even seen the next lady. Let's see her. Hold on. Come on in. Come on in. You're up. You're up.
Hello.
Yes, you. That's right, ma'am. What do we think? And again, like I just don't understand why we have masks, but we're not wearing them. It's like we went halfway. Why do we gotta go halfway? Anyways, get yourself guesses in. We got a lot of assault guesses here. I'm guessing that these are not the two that were just in a, like, back-to-back, because they tend not to put people that are fighting back-to-back like that. Julie, I'm sick. I've been sick for about maybe 6 days. On the mend slightly, I would say. Been able to do some of my daily tasks, but cough not good. Luckily, I live in Canada where you can buy codeine over the counter, and so thank you, Canada. And so I've got that, but I'm not yet ill enough to go to the hospital. That's as sick as you get here, because I don't have a doctor. So, but I have the next few days off to relax and rest, get us some good court. I know. I'll be watching it. I promise. And luckily, I can go if I need to. There's many hospitals around here.
All right, good morning. You were charged with possession of marijuana less than 1 ounce. That bond is 1,000. Obstruction of a law enforcement officer is 1,000. Your total bond is $2,000. Your next court date is on March the 4th. If you don't bond out, if you make bond, you'll get notice in the mail when to come back to court, and I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions?
Yes, ma'am. I do want to ask because I see how he was moving. To be more specific, what do I do if it's like he put under an ounce? It was exactly a gram, and he even knew.
Ma'am, you just admitted. Stop it. This is why you don't talk in court hearings. This is why we don't talk in court hearings. Also, yeah, I took caffeine and my cold medicine just to balance out. So that's kicking in right now. And I have homemade chicken noodle soup that I will be having later. But why would you admit this? Ma'am, don't admit this. Don't admit these things. Also, can you we've been going 37 minutes on 11 minutes of court. I love it. Christopher, we love you. Thank you so much. Have a lovely dinner. A lovely, lovely dinner. And Bill, welcome.
He even laughed about it and like stomped it out.
You would challenge that at the preliminary hearing court date, or you would challenge it at trial. They would have to show how much it weighs. So you'll have opportunity to challenge that.
Okay, cool. So in my sense, 2,000. So I'm looking at like
250 to 300.
350. Okay.
250 to 3, depending on the company.
I got you. All right, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Ms. Ruiz?
Say it one more time. Ruiz.
All right, Ms.
Okay, what did she do? Why is she crying about it, guys? Get your guesses in. What did she do? Oh, NPC, you're so sweet. Aw, you guys are so amazing. And actually, you are making me a great beginning of February, which I really appreciate it. Brooklyn, we have to talk about the fact that the tariffs are coming on court as well. No, I'm just joking. I was mostly joking. But what we were talking about is what happened here. Stealing a pack of diapers from a gas station sounds terrible because, first thing, wouldn't they be really jacked up in price at the gas station? You know? Miss Orlando Chiquita! Yay! Thank you so much, Miss Donna. I've been meaning to text you. I got a new phone number, so I gotta text you. I had to get a new phone number. But thank you so much. You are so sweet. And look at that. Gifted memberships. You gave 5 memberships, and I see names that I recognize on there. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Miss Donna. And welcome. I know it just happened like in the last month, and I've been terrible about remembering to tell people that I changed my number. It's so terrible. Oh, I forgot. I'll text you after this. And I know we haven't had juicy child support or a juicy divorce lately, Brooklyn. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Okay, so let's see what she did. Let's see what she did.
Ms. Ruiz, you were charged with simple battery. Your bond is $2,000. Disorderly conduct is $1,500. So your total bond is $3,500. As a condition of being granted bond, you cannot go back to Charles Drew High School located at 6237 Garden Walk Boulevard, Riverdale, Georgia, and you're not to have contact with Natasha Vega Serna, Melanie Medranos Tobias, and Jocelyn Morales. Do you understand those conditions?
How much can I pay like today?
You would pay 15% through a bonding company.
I'm confused. Was she an adult at the jail or at the high school, or what's going on? Why is she getting banned from a high school? I have so many questions. So many questions. And Bill, yeah, just put my number in the chat. That way I don't have to tell everyone individually.
So anywhere probably between more like $350 to $400. Your next court date is on March the 4th. You will receive notice in the mail if you bond out, and I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions?
No.
All right, thank you. All right, let's see, Miss Williams.
Miss Williams, what does the green bracelet mean? Does it mean cycled? Does it mean something else? I don't know. What does it mean? She's also in that like sideways pose that every photographer had you in when you did like a school picture, you know? Like, okay, now turn your body this way. Now your head this way. Now lean this way. Arms over there. You know, that kind. That kind. I think you used one wrong bracket. You used two different kinds of parentheses, Drunk Beaver, if you look carefully. So you have to use, I think, the same.
All right, Ms. Williams, the officer did not complete your paperwork correctly, so your charge has been dismissed. You'll be released from custody sometime today. Good luck to you.
Big D! Jesus Christ, look at her face! We got a Big D! We didn't even know it was coming. We didn't even know. We didn't even know. It wasn't even on my thoughts. Woo! A Big D! Hold on, let's watch it again. Look at her sadness. Look at her sadness transfer to happiness and love. Happiness and love.
All right, Ms. Williams, the officer did not complete your paperwork correctly, so your charge has been dismissed. You'll be released from custody sometime today. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Fields.
We have one more female. Step up.
Okay, which one? Who is that?
King.
Okay.
It's the arrows that keep your comments off my screen. The arrows. The arrows. Bill, she bounced faster than a fucking basketball. She seriously bounced so fast out of there. Normally they stand a minute in shock, but she was out of there right away. All right, what did this lady do? Also, we like it when judges dismiss, especially when the paperwork ain't right. When the paperwork ain't right, you gotta dismiss. Somebody would make that rhyme, but not me. Okay. I'm guessing trespassing at the airport. I am guessing trespassing at the airport.
Okay. Let's see. All right, okay. Ms. King, you were charged with discharge of a firearm near a highway. That bond is 2,000. Reckless conduct, 5,000. Your total bond is $7,000. Your next court date is on March the 4th. If you don't bond out, if you do make your bond, you'll receive notice in the mail. When we come back to court. All right, based on your application, I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions?
So that would lie in between $700 and $800. Is the
That's
percent?
correct.
All right, thank you. Have a
All right,
good
you're
one.
welcome. Take care.
No, go ahead, go ahead. Hey, you got that, cruise here in one of these cells?
Right there. He already went.
Okay.
What's your name, sir? Fields. Yeah, right there.
All right, Mr. Fields,
Oh, hold on, Judge. We got our first gentleman of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, get your guesses in. What did he do? This is a DUI if I ever seen one. He looks fucked up still. I've talked about this before. At what point in time do they not realize they're too drunk to be going to court? That's my question.
I reviewed the paperwork and I found that the officer didn't have probable cause to arrest you. So I dismissed the charges. You'll be released sometime today. Good luck to you, sir.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Another Big D! Oh my God. Twice shoving the Big D's in our face. Oh, we love it. Yes. Yes. Judge.
Freeman?
Sit down. Sit down.
Hey, character, give me Freeman.
So stay right here.
Yeah, you have him something, right? You got to walk all the way back. Just walk all the way down. Oh, we walk back. Oh, yeah, that's it.
Love a Big D shoved in our face. Uh-oh, Freeman.
Yeah, it's all it's down at the end. They gonna open the door for you. Just they gonna open.
Okay, who's next and what did he do? I'm gonna have to let a few of these run through because we'll be here all night long. So let's check. Let's keep it rolling. I'm gonna let the next like 3 roll, and we'll see. You guys can still get your guesses in the chat. I'm just not gonna pause it. Okay.
All right, are you Mr. Freeman?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Freeman, you were charged with having possession of prohibited items. Your bond is $4,000. Your next court date is on March the 3rd, and I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Take care. All right, Mr. Grimes.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Grimes, you were charged with DUI, alcohol less safe. That bond is $3,000. Driving with a suspended license, your bond is $1,500. And failure to change your address was $500. Stop sign violation is $500. And then you have the 3 additional counts for the drugs that were located on you after you crossed the guard line. And it's $3,000 on each of those 3 counts. So your total bond is $14,500. Your next court date is on March the 3rd, and I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions?
Yes, ma'am, I do have a question. Okay, so I was given I had a warrant for a violation of probation in another county. And I only got violated because I got locked up in this county on August the 8th. And so they let me out of here without sending me to Fulton County. And that's basically, I mean, because I was trying to get my license and stuff, and I couldn't get my license because I haven't finished all these.
So what's your question?
I'm trying to figure out I don't even have a question. It's a clerical error that I just let me out. And
Okay, so that's why I appointed you an attorney, so they can confirm what you're saying. If
Yeah.
it's some type of clerical error, they'll be able to help you get that sorted out.
Okay, so my bond.
They'll be there, so they'll get the paperwork Monday, so they'll be there, probably Tuesday or Wednesday if you're still there.
Another thing too, I was searched. And when I got searched by the officer,
So those are, I just want, this is on YouTube Live, so listen to what I'm saying. So all this information you have to tell to your lawyer because this is not a trial today. So you may have been illegally searched. I don't know one way or the other. You have an opportunity to challenge it, but it's not today. Today, I just let you know what the charges are. That's the only thing we do at first appearance.
Okay, thank you. So I can burn out today.
You sure can.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, you're welcome. Good luck to you, sir.
God bless you. Good luck to you too.
Mr. Brown, you go back to item 7.
Mr. Hall?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Hall, you were charged with aggravated assault. Your bond has been denied. Your next court date is on March the 3rd. If you don't get a bond that date, you have a bond hearing date on March the 7th. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions?
So my bond has been denied.
That's correct, based on
I
the,
was jumped though, Your Honor.
so based on the allegations, that's not indicated here, which doesn't mean that it's not true, but I don't have that information. So on March the 3rd, that'll be the time you'll actually be able to challenge whether the charge is correct or not. So that's literally the purpose of that court date.
Yeah, ma'am. Did you say you're gonna appoint me an attorney? Cause
I did. I've appointed you one. They're gonna come see you probably by Tuesday or Wednesday, because they don't get the paperwork until Monday. They don't work on the weekends.
Okay, thank you.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
You go back to item 7.
All right, Mr. Henry?
Yeah, we'll see him standing right there.
Who's coming with us?
He'll be down in a minute. Mr. Henry.
Mr. Henry! Mr. Henry! Mr. Henry!
Who? Henry.
Stephen Henry.
He's here. He don't want no. Give me paper.
Sorry, Judge.
Mr. Henry! Oh, hungry? Oh, Henry.
He's
Where's
coming
Mr. Henry?
Okay. Yes,
sir, right there. Right there. Now let's guess what Mr. Henry did, ladies and gentlemen. What has Mr. Henry done? Maybe he does need a hearing aid. Maybe he does. I'm guessing this is... Christopher, are you a ground coffee? You must be espresso because you're so fine. You're so sweet, Christopher. Thank you so much for the super chat and for everything. Everything always. You're so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He smacked a female cop in the ass and said he could bounce a quarter off it. Caught with weed in a DUI, Brooklyn. So real. I bet you're right. I bet you're right. Look at that. Drunk Beaver Productions, 14 months. That's amazing. I love you too. Drug charges. All right, let's see.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Henry? Are you Mr. Henry?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, Mr. Henry, today is your lucky day. The officer did not put any of the required information on your paperwork, so your charge has been dismissed. You'll be released sometime today.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
All right, you're welcome. Take care.
Chris is going to the steakhouse, and so is Mr. Henry. Big D. Ah! A triple D. Oh my God. Guy Fieri is going to fucking sue me because we got us a triple D. We got us a triple D. Okay? Oh my God. Could we go for a quad? Could we? Could we really?
Mr. Jones, Clifton Jones.
Clifton Jones. Thank you to Bill. Thank you to Casey Carey. Look at that. 10 months, Team NyQuil. And Casey Carey, 6 months. Thank you so much, guys, for the support. You guys are amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Jones.
Go back to your house, you hear? Go back to your house, you
All right, Mr. Jones, you were charged with DUI. Let's say if your bond is 3,000, failure to maintain lane is 500, and violation of duty upon striking fixed objects is 500. Your total bond is $4,000. Your next court date is on March the 4th. If you do not make your bond, if you make bond, you'll get notice in the mail when to come back to court. I can't understand your handwriting here. Approximately how much money do you earn each month?
$3,000 about.
You said how much?
3,000.
All right, based on that information, I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions?
Oh yes, what's that one charge you had said, fix something?
They said you hit something. I can look and tell you if you give me 1 second.
But that's just like I told him, give me a breathalyzer. I wasn't on no DUI. I wasn't even on no
So
alcohol.
he said you, well, he had his allegations, so. It said, what did you hit here? It's, oh, you ran into a curve and hit a school bus sign inside of the median. That's the allegation. It's only allegation. Okay.
He hit a school bus sign? Don't drink and drive. Brooklyn, that's exactly correct. Do not drink and drive. It's not funny. It's not okay. It's not cool. It's not okay. Let's hear what he did again.
Second.
But that's just like I told him, give me a breathalyzer. I wasn't on no DUI. I wasn't even on no
So
alcohol.
he said you, well, he had his allegations, so. It said, what did you hit here? It's, oh, you ran into a curve and hit a school bus sign inside of the median. That's the allegation. It's only allegations. Okay, all right, any other questions?
Nah, I can make bond, but they won't let me use the phone. Can you have one of them to let me use his phone?
They're supposed to let you use the phone, so you should be able to use it when you finish here today.
Jail.
If not, you have a lawyer, so I appointed you one. You can let them know.
I got a real lawyer. I just ain't talking to nobody.
That's a real lawyer too, but no problem.
It worked for you.
Go back to your house.
Oh, she should take away his court-appointed attorney if he acts like that. That's a real lawyer. What the fuck? Dude. So dumb.
All right, we have Mr. Martin up next. All right, are you Mr. DeQuavius Martin?
Yes, ma'am.
Quavius Markson, what did he do? Brooklyn, I thought he said, I have a real lawyer. I got a real lawyer. And she said, these are real lawyers. Pro tip, don't offend or don't be offensive to public defenders in front of judges. Funny fact, they tend to have always or usually have done that job before. It's a thankless job, but they are indeed real lawyers. So that's not going to help you. Anyways, what did this guy do? Loitering. I think he was running a food truck without a license. That's my guess. Running a food truck without a license. That's my guess, and I'm sticking to it. But the food was delicious, so let's keep the bond low.
All right, you've been charged with battery, family violence. Your bond is $3,000. As a condition of bond, you can't have any contact with Tiara Martin. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Your next court date is on March the 4th. If you do not make bond, if you make bond, you get notice in the mail when to come back to court. Are you intending to hire your own lawyer? Because it says you didn't want to complete this application.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, no problem. Take care. Good luck to you. Do you have any questions?
Can I bond out today?
You sure can.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Mr. Mays.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Mays, you were charged with criminal trespass. Your bond is $500. Your next court date is on March the 4th. If you do not make your bond, if you make your bond, you get notice in the mail when to come back to court. you make too much money, so you have to hire your own lawyer. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay, all right, good luck to you. Thank you, sir.
That's unusual. Criminal trespass, but makes too much money to afford a court-appointed attorney. Interesting. It's just an odd place for that. Oh my god, I want Thai food so bad. I know I'm getting better a little bit when I want to eat again, and now I want pad Thai so bad. And she didn't say where he's not allowed back to, by the way.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Nesbeth?
You ready to go back?
All right, Mr. Nesbeth, you were charged with 3 counts of obstructing a law enforcement officer. The bond is $1,000 on each count. The criminal trespass charge was dismissed for insufficient probable cause. Your total bond is $3,000. Your next court date is on March the 4th. If you don't bond out, if you make your bond, you get notice in the mail when they come back to court. Are you working anywhere right now?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
All right, and approximately how much money do you earn each month?
Between about 18.
Okay, based on that information, I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Take care.
No, there's a bond not right there. My wife had 10% of that. Mm-hmm. What's that? So you think what was on? So that's what's
All right, Mr. Robinson?
Mr. Robinson.
All right, Mr. Robinson, you're charged with failure to maintain land. Your bond is $100. Possession of a controlled substance, Schedule 2, that bond is $3,000. Your total bond is $3,100. Your next court date is on March the 3rd. If you don't bond out, if you make bond, you get notice in the mail when you come back to court. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Good luck. All right, Mr. Dylan Smith?
Oh shit. I think this guy's gonna be charged with starting a prison riot, allegedly. In my opinion, that's my guess. What do we think? What do we think? What do we think? What do we think? Jaywalking. I mean, honestly, we've seen people brought in for jaywalking before in this county. This is contiguous to Fulton County, where Judge Alex Manning is, the famous Judge Alex Manning. And that means it touches. So these counties touch, but they are not the same. Quite.
All right, Mr. Smith, you were charged with battery, family violence. That bond is $3,000. You can't have any contact with Rhodas Artiga. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, your next court date is on March the 4th. If you don't make your bond, if you make bond, you get notice in the mail when to come back to court. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Good luck.
So how much would be?
All right, Mr. Jarvis, ma'am?
Sleep for $400 for the fees on that. Just let me say that. Yes, ma'am.
Jarvis Smith.
Are you Jarvis Smith? All right, you've been charged with criminal damage to property in the 2nd degree. That bond is $1,000. Simple battery is $4,000. Your total bond is $5,000. As a special condition of bond, you can't have any contact with Daniqua Covington. Do you understand that bond condition?
What you say?
Can't have any contact with Daniqua Covington? Do you understand that bond condition?
I can't have no.
Can't have any contact with her as a condition of being granted bond.
But what if I stay with her though?
So until she calls the solicitor's office and says that she want to have contact with you, if you go there and the police come, The person with the special condition bond is gonna be the person that's arrested. So if you go there, you'll be in direct violation of this order until she calls and says, no, I want him to come back home. But she has to let them know that.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the next court date is on March the 4th. If you don't make bond, if you make your bond, you'll get notice in the mail when to come back to court. And I have appointed a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, thank you, take care. All right, Mr. Southall.
Inside the cell right there. So.
Are you Mr. Southall?
Okay, let's get our guesses in. Get our guesses in. We're coming to the end of the cases. Sorry for coughing. I can't mute fast enough. I don't have a mute button. I have an unmute button. How dumb is that? Yeah, I'm guessing DV as well. I think that's a pretty good guess, although Bill's got a good point there. He does look fucking flat as a pancake. Whoa.
All right, Mr. Southall, the officer in your case did not complete the charges correctly. So based on that, the court has dismissed him. Now, that does not mean he's gonna go and not fix it and make it right. But for purposes of today, it's dismissed. And if he doesn't fix it before you get released, you'll be released sometime today. All right, you're welcome. Good luck to you. All right, Mr. Stinson.
It's a quad! Oh my god! Have we ever had so much Big D?
All right, Mr. Stinson. Are you Mr. Stinson?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you were charged with criminal damage to property in the second degree. That bond is $2,000. Simple battery is $3,000. So your total bond is $5,000. As a condition of bond, you can't have any contact with Tashira Lee. Do you understand that condition?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, your next court date is on March the 3rd. If you don't make your bond, if you make bond, you'll get notice in the mail when to come back to court. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Take care.
Oh, you got me sign.
All right, Mr. Tucker.
Mr. Tucker.
All right, Mr. Tucker, you were charged with theft by taking. That bond is $5,000. Entering automobile is $5,000. So your total bond is $10,000. Your next court date is on March the 3rd. As a condition of bond, you cannot go back to Twins New Used Tires located at 4816 Old Dixie Road in Forest Park, Georgia. Do you understand that bond condition?
Yeah, how much would the bond?
The total bond is $10,000, so it'll be 15% through a bonding company. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any other questions?
Like if I would have hold back on the bond, like what the days be like?
You said what?
Like what's the time?
You said what's the, I didn't understand. What'd you say?
Like what's the time for incarceration?
What's the time for incarceration?
Yeah, if I don't pay the bond.
Is that what you asked?
Yeah.
Oh, so that depends on what the DA's office are to you. That could be anything. It could be from probation to incarceration. So, but that'll happen at a later date if that's the course that your case takes. This is just all I do is tell you what your charges are. That'll be in Superior Court. They'll let you know about that. Okay, you'll have a lawyer. They'll come talk to you. All right, I'm making note.
The answer was March 4th that he didn't understand. You gotta be in jail till March 4th if you don't make your bond. Isn't that right? Isn't that
All right,
right?
Mr. LaQuavius Williams.
We did him already, LaQuavius Williams.
All right, Mr. You were charged with aggravated assault by strangulation. Your bond has been denied. Your next court date is on March the 3rd. You have a bond hearing date if you don't get a bond before then on March the 7th. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Take care.
Well, you know.
All right, let's see, Mr. Terrell Williams. All right, Mr. Terrell Williams, you were charged with criminal trespass. That bond is $1,000. You cannot have any contact with Yolanda Williams as a condition of bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, your next court date is on March the 4th. You'll receive notice in the mail if you make your bond. If not, that'll be the date you'll be in court. Are you working anywhere right now?
No, ma'am.
Based on that information, I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Willis Woods. All right, Miss.
What in the actual fuck is happening with that beard? You guys? I'm being serious. What in the actual fuck? That's gross.
Are you Mr. Willis Woods?
Yeah.
All right, you've been charged with criminal trespass. Your bond is $1,000. You cannot go back to the Torn Laundry located at 1139 Terra Boulevard in Hampton. If you go back, they'll just rearrest you. The next court date is on March the 4th. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Do you have any questions?
Yes, you guys just let me go. The only reason why I went there is because, hold on. Can you guys go ahead and let me go? Because the only reason why I went is because I was confused on it.
Yeah, so the allegations are different than what you're saying, which you could be telling the truth. The opportunity that you'll have the challenge whether the allegations are true is on March the 4th.
Hold on, you hear what I'm saying? You hear what I was saying? Hold on. I was asking, can you guys go ahead and let me go? Because the only reason why I went is because I was
That's what I was answering your question.
I was confused on the terms on the paper they gave me. I knew my instructions. I was just confused on the terms.
Okay, so Mr. Willis Woods, so the answer to your question is you won't be released today based on your criminal history, but you'll have an opportunity to challenge the state's case on March the.
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
All right, you'll have a lawyer come see you to help you out. Good luck to you,
Okay.
sir.
All right, thanks.
Okay. All right, you just have the 3 fugitives. You can just bring up Mr. Well, you can bring them all up. Mr.
3 fugitives, and we get to talk about them. Where did they come from? Where are they going? That is the question. This will end it for us all. 3 guesses, 3 states, not Georgia. Get your guesses in now. I am going to guess Nebraska, Iowa, and Minnesota. Nebraska, Iowa, Minnesota. Those are my guesses. Get your guesses in. We're going to listen to this as she explains to these 3 fugitives from justice what the deal is and where they are wanted from. Bill is guessing Canada. Hi, Ed C. I love these guesses. I love to see it. Spock just going straight across with Florida. So is Vicky. Love it. Okay. Keep getting those guesses in. Let's let them roll on in and see what happens.
Upton, Washington, and Mr. Cummings. Now the 3 fugitives, you can just bring up Mr. Well, you can bring them all up. Mr. Upton, Washington, and Mr. Cummings.
Yes,
So Mr. Washington, who's Brandon Washington? Okay, and then who's Jaquez Upton? Okay, so they, I don't know if they have them or not, but I requested them before court started. So both of your charges are going to be dismissed today because they did not provide me a copy of the warrants from wherever they were from. So I don't have them. If I can't hold you here without seeing the actual warrants from those states, Now, what generally happens, I'm just warning you, is that they're gonna see this and then they're gonna call the state and they're gonna get it to the judge before you release probably tomorrow. So I just want to caution you, if they don't, then you'll be released. But I can't do anything with it unless I have the warrants. I requested them, they didn't give them to me before court, so your charges are dismissed, so you're no longer being held on this. Okay? All right, take care, good luck to you. Mr.
Might be
Klein,
released today. Yeah.
that's if they don't go and get the warrants before you release.
Oh, look, I hope they don't. It's Sunday.
All right, if they get them, you'll see another judge tomorrow.
All right, you have a blessing.
That's
All right,
six.
take
That's
care.
6 big
All right,
D's.
Mr. Khan, do you understand? You understand English, right?
Yes, ma'am, yes. Ma'am.
Okay, well, Mr. Khan, it's not the same situation for you. They brought your warrant, so all the rights that I explained to everybody else also apply to you in your case. You don't have any charges pending here in Clayton County. You actually have a warrant out of the state, let's see, where is it? South Carolina.
Yes, ma'am.
So South Carolina has indicated that they do intend to.
God fucking
extradite.
damn it. I was
Yeah.
gonna say that. Oh. Whenever I'm so close and I know it's in my head. Ah. Fuck. Fuck. Anyways. Funny.
You can challenge your extradition, or you can challenge me to contest it, or you can waive your extradition. So if you waive it, then expedite the process. You'll have an opportunity to ask me any questions. I just have to let you know what your rights are first.
Thank you.
So you'll have the opportunity to challenge the warrant itself. You can challenge whether it's valid, whether you're the person wanted in the warrant, whether you are a fugitive, but you can't contest your innocence or your guilt inside the state of Georgia. You do have a right to have a lawyer to help you decide whether you want to contest it or whether you want to be extradited. Do you already have a lawyer assisting you with this?
Yes, ma'am, in South Carolina, this morning I contact him and he say extradite data to South Carolina, request to the
Okay, so
judge.
he advised you to go ahead and sign
Yeah.
the paperwork? Okay, so they have the forms there, so just sign each of those forms and they'll get those to South Carolina and that'll expedite the process.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
All right, you're welcome. Take care.
Thank you too.
All right, that's everybody, right?
Yes, I don't have paperwork to him yet.
Oh, they didn't send you the waivers?
No, ma'am.
They didn't send it to me either. So just send it.
Yes, sir.
Give them to you.
Hold on. Just wait right there for me, sir. What was that, Jeff?
I'm saying ask the intern to send them to you.
We
And
about
I'm gonna send the email too to let them know to send it to you all.
The question.
We're so close. It was gonna roll on to the next video, but that's actually where we're calling it. Now, guess what? We are gonna do members only. I'm not gonna tariff you on that, but it's not gonna be today. This is it. This is all I've got in me today. So that's that, but we will be back tomorrow. I think what we'll end up doing is, well, I don't want to commit. Anyways, whatever. We'll see it. You'll see it. Is Colin going in 10 minutes? Yeah, let's see if I can set it up to go raid to him. Give me a second. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. It has been a great Sunday. Thank you for spending it with me. Thank you for being here. And thank you guys, as always, for all your support. It really does help and means so much to me. There it is. Sunday night. Random court. Save that and then let's get it going. There we go. Done. Perfect. Okay, so do me a favor. Remember that I love you and I'm proud of you, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye.
Ways down and ready to ride.